I'm Isabella Pappas from the Villains of Valley View,
And you're watching Disney Channel. Oops.
I've identified Havoc and her family.
Turn chaos over to us.
You have super speed?
I think you're the chosen one.
I'm the chosen one.
I got another power. How is that even possible?
Your days of freedom are over, Madness.
You're too late.
I'm the chosen one.
Never underestimate the chosen one.
Wish we could choose another one.
The Villains of Valley View, new next on Disney Channel.
Declan? What are you doing?
Oh, hey, Amy. I was just setting myself a reminder.
Are you sure, Declan? Because Billy Badass isn't as dumb as you think she is.
I'm waiting. What are you up to?
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 Hey! What are you two up to?
I came back to get my sneakers, and I caught Amy going through my locker.
What? Amy, is that true?
Only because he was recording weird notes on his watch. That's right. Detroit Declan's a little dodgy. I can show you.
Be my guest.
Reminder to buy Hartley flowers.
Bull fucking shit.
I don't know what you're up to, but I know what I heard.
Sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah? You could have fooled me, motherfucker. Could have fooled me. Remember Marcus and Live and Love You, the lab rats back in the day? This is the exact same fucking thing as then that it is with you now.
This is Oculon for Onyx. I've identified Havoc and her family. Next step, to get inside their home, so I can strike when they least expect it. See you soon, Madden.
I knew it! Not to mention that Declan got a case of the heebie-jeebies when Billy Badass busted him like Adam Petty when she snuck into his locker. Isn't that right, big guy? Yeah, you and me. You and me, motherfucker. Okay, enough with the silly, jokes and, humorous humorous cutscenes. It's time to go over the Ty Dillon installment of Villains of Valley View, friend or foe. So, man, first off, I'll start with the pizza stuff. So, I know Eva was trying to, make money for her business so she could be successful, and we all know how that turned out. I mean, it was working at first. I mean, it was just too much money to count, and Colby, became the chosen one. Better yet, the second coming of Mrs. Oliveras, aka Bree Davenport, with the super speed, and then. Sadly, we'll never know who that angry motherfucker was that came to the door that played what was his name? Lil Duke. So we'll never know who that motherfucker was. Who portrayed him. He seemed like a bit cuckoo. He seemed whoever the actor is, I think he's probably a chill guy in real life and a talented actor, but the character he played, whoever that son of a bitch was, he was a little cuckoo the way he fucking acted. But anyway, now let's get to the main plot. I already knew that Declan was some kind of evil son of a bitch. I just knew it. I knew he's using Hartley to get close to Amy and her family. I do know this for a fact. Because have we not learned anything from Marcus and Live and Love You, the lab rats back in the day? And for me, 2015 through 2017, and for lab rats fans who were there from day one, 2012, before me, from end of season 1 going into early to middle part of season 2. We should know this by now, but yet some people who do not have that much experience with Chris and Brian's projects may think Declan is a good guy. But obviously, with Marcus, I knew only because I started watching Lab Rats out of chronological order when they were ending their chronological run in season 4, Bionic Island, and that's why Marcus took me by surprise at the time. Because I didn't know who he was, and some random Twitter user back when I had my old account there said, go look at some season 1 and season 2 episodes to know the whole story on this guy. That's what I did, and so that's how I know. That's all I knew then. That's how I know now. So, yeah. So, Declan is this... Declan, how the fuck you say his name properly? I know I'm going to keep botching it and go back and forth between botching it and getting it right, because, I mean, it could be pronounced in any form of it. It could be pronounced Declan or Declonic, however the fuck you want to, people want to say it. But, you know, it's the same vibe. The Declan vibes is the same thing with fucking Marcus and Lab Rats, because Chris and Brian just, you know, implemented every Livin' La Vida Lab Rats technique into this show, and I fucking love every moment of it. I already knew that Declan was bad news. I mean, but Hartley doesn't know that yet, but Amy knowing the truth before anybody else, it goes to show you exactly that Amy knowing about Declan's no good tricks is exactly how Leo was with Marcus and Lab Rats, Livin' La Vida Lab Rats, you know. You know, Adam, Chase, and my wife, Ms. Olivetis, didn't want to believe Leo until it was too late. I have the same feeling this is going to happen here. Amy's telling the truth, but I know Jake, Eva and Vic don't know this yet, but because Amy never told them anything. But this is just between Hartley and well, Jake maybe kind of knows because he wasn't part of the scenes with Declan, but he doesn't know the full scoop like Hartley does. You know, considering don't let the and hell, even it's bad when Hartley's own grandmother didn't believe Amy that this crush, that this quote unquote crush is using Hartley to get close to Amy and her family. So let's not forget, not only is Declan trying to figure out this secret, but Amy and her family are trying to hide this secret from Hartley's grandmother, since Hartley's just a regular girl. I have this feeling because of this shit, when we get to season 2, or better yet, if we're lucky to get season 3 and 4, like Livin' La Vida Lab Rats did, I have this feeling they're gonna make Hartley a villain too. Like, they're probably gonna make her a villain the same way they made Leo Bionic in the later part of Livin' La Vida Lab Rats, end of season 3 going into all of season 4. Could the same happen to Hartley? There's only one way to find out. Just keep watching and watching and watching, like the Energizer Bunny keeps going and going and going. But yeah, I mean, I did have the clip where, the Declan got the heebie-jeebies, but I fucking erased the wrong goddamn one, so I wasn't able to include that, so I had to erase me, talking shit, I couldn't use that one. This is the perks of being a YouTuber. Mistakes like that are bound to happen. You delete files that you're trying to delete files you don't need. Sometimes you'll erase the wrong ones that you really need. This is not the first. I told you. Remember when I accidentally erased, the second day of that triple header when we were making Chris's birthday video last year with Kensington Tallman, Albert Stein, Stephanie Schultzstack, along with that whole Ricky Martin concert vlog that would have been a banger of a guy, in terms of views, likes, and comments. I told you that those mistakes wouldn't be the last I'd make them. So this is not, like I said, this is not the first time I made a mistake like that. I know it's not going to be the last, because when you're a passionate YouTuber like me, mistakes like that are bound to happen. So I won't be surprised once I make I make that mistake again. But anyway, my voice is shot, and I still have to work on the Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion reaction video for the Ryan Newman installment. And yeah, just to warn guys like Ward Burton, I may not be feeling good, but it's not like I'm stuffy or anything or sneezing. It's just my throat. So, I mean, my voice is going to be shot to death, but where my dad called me earlier this evening, considering it's his 64th birthday today, and so he still wanted to do poker with me, and I said, you know what, you're not in my everyday life anymore, and we only get to spend time occasionally compared to when I was on Lenore and Sandhurst when I was growing up and you were in my everyday life. So I don't care if I'm sick or not, I'm going to spend it with you. So Poker Game Night episode 6 will be seen on the channel tomorrow. But anyway, I got to go start working on the Ultraviolet Black Scorpion Ryan Newman installment reaction video. So I'll catch you all in a little bit.